Last question, Dr. Dallin. Are you sure the perimeter surrounding the zone is really enough? If a powerful emission were to occur, we...
Listen, the zone has remained stable for years. Besides, we didn't establish the most advanced institution in human history without first guaranteeing its safety. As the head of the Scientific Institute for Research of the Chornobyl area, or CIRCA for short, I believe the wonders that we will bring to the world far outweigh the potential risks.
How big are these risks exactly?
The zone reveals a whole new world. We can stick with the old one, fearing change. But tell me, do you want our descendants to remember us as cowards? Or as those who dared to venture forward to a new, better humanity?
The injured were evacuated. I remind our listeners that a similar incident happened in our region quite recently, ruining homes and livelihoods. However, city officials urge people to stay calm, assuring them the situation is totally under control.
You alive back there?
I'm okay.
Zone is really raging today. See that? It was a hell of a blast. Can't remember one so fierce.
Are we, close?
Kind of. The central checkpoint could be on alert after the emission, but there's another way in. Crack in the wall to the left of the fault. Bugger off! Hope you didn't lose your secret artifact along the way. If it was outside the zone for too long, it would have lost its anomalous energy. But I've got this shiny metal thing to recharge it. One lucky activation, and we have a gold mine here.
Sector 9, visual detection of the vault. I say again, Sector 9, visual detection of the vault.
Show me what you found. What the hell is this? I've seen artifacts taken from the zone before. They always burn out and fall apart real fast. But this one?
This one is not from the zone.
Oh, I bet. Where'd you find it?
In my laundry basket.
Who do you think you're talking to, huh? You have any idea what this scanner cost me? If it's not an artifact, it's gonna blow us all to hell! I won't let my hard work come to nothing because of you. I won't let you push it down the shit.
This stone owes me a new home. We gotta move.
Get to the scientist's bunker. Nehoda will explain how to proceed with the scanner. He's waiting for you. Good luck.
What's that? Some kind of anomaly. Quiet! I see the scanner. Tracing for anomalous activity in radio signals. Situation unclear. You, inside. You, to the roof. Move out. HQ, Ulat reporting. Come in, HQ. Damn it! Stalker PDA detected. Someone here! Finish him, and let's make tracks.
Some fireworks, huh?
Who are you?
I'm your guardian angel. Here's a bolt.
Why the hell would I need a bolt?
Take a look around.
Ah, crap.
Yep. Toss it into the anomaly. Now go.
I'm looking for solder.
Nope. Talk to Gaffer. That's him over there.
What do you want? Sit down and stay out of sight.
Three of my men never reported back from their overnight patrol around the lesser zone. We found their bodies by the old bridge.
Hey, soldier over here. What do you call 3 dead wardens up the zone's ass? A good start.
A trader who goes by Hamster is peddling this service weapon that belonged to one of those wardens. He got it from Squint.
Apologies, Captain, but Zalicia is a free trade zone. We have an agreement with Korshunov.
Where is Squint?
The zone has its share of secrets. Who are we to meddle in its designs?
Playing a wizened Stalker sage, are you? Fine. Squint was there for sure. You finished off the wounded and looted their bodies. Is that the Stalker way now?
That's an ugly business.
Rookies.
If you won't tell me, others will. Seize them!
Easy now. Nobody's going anywhere.
If you don't want the innocent to suffer, find me the culprit.
Well then, in times of war, the law falls.
Oi, drop the gun. Who the fuck are you?
Who'd you sell Herman out to?
Huh? You got some nerve, mate. Breaking into a military base, raising hell, and now you're pestering me with questions. Shit, I should shoot you right here and be done with it.
When was the last time you cleaned that thing? Kim's tend to misfire a lot if you don't take care of them.
Well, I'm a lucky guy.
Well, your stove's on fire.
What?
Where's my fucking scanner?
PMs tend to misfire a lot if you don't take care of them.
Well, I'm a lucky guy.
Funny. Oh, shit! Look, I'm a nobody. I just put anomalies on the map. Sure, I sold stuff on the side to guys like you, but that's it. Nestor runs the scanner business.
Nestor?
He's the one you should be talking to. The kingpin of garbage. It's a huge pile of trash. You can't miss it. It's north of... Oh, goddamn bread. Thanks, mate. Nestor. It's north of Zalesia. Oh. Hang on. Did you get busted? Listen, I didn't betray Herman. I've sold some people out in my day. But not you guys.
Piece of trash.
Get out, man. It's too crowded already. Go find yourself another shelter.
Who said that? If it's too crowded for you, take a hike. We've got one rule here. Zalesia gives shelter to every Stalker.
But Gaffer, we're packed like sardines in this basement.
Right now, this one's all I got. The wardens took the other one. They won't let strangers in. Come on in, kid.
Get out of here! There's an emission coming!
What's an emission anyway? Guys?
It's like wind. Like a red, deadly wind. If it gets you, you're toast. So if you hear the warning, run like hell to the nearest shelter.
So, no one in the zone has ever survived an emission?
Well, there are the islanders. Rumor has it they don't give a damn about the emissions from the Dugar. But they're not exactly the sociable sort. I've never seen anyone survive an emission myself.
Don't shoot! It's me, Skiff.
Give me a hand. Bring that shit over here. Go on. turn it on! Easy, we've got an infinite amount of time ahead. You plan to hang around and catch some rays?
Open up, asshole!
Richter? Richter?
Skiff.
What are you doing here?
Just living a little. I mean, take a look at the view. Stay away from the edge. Isn't it beautiful?
Huh. Just a lot of trash. Food waste, human waste, you name it.
You could find anything you want in here, Skiff. A friend, an enemy, money, death, miracles, even yourself.
You ever been to the zone's center?
Not to the plant, no. You can't get in.
Why are the Stalkers so obsessed with the CNPP?
Because the plant is the heart of it all. It's the very essence of the zone. I mean, you won't find anything there now. It's a plunder pyramid. Word is even the wish granter was stolen. But I have been to Pripyat, and this will pay for one ride.
What?
Oh, we got hammered once and went on the Ferris wheel. It was a pretty shitty ride, but we had a hell of a time! If crows are nesting in the landfill now, that means... Skiff? Have you ever lost something you've loved? What happened? Fine. So what do you think of the zone, then?
It's a chance to turn my life. Although, looks like it's going straight to hell right now.
It may seem so, but that's the will of the zone. It knows what's best for us all. If you ever go to Pripyat, the first ride on the Ferris wheel is on me. I know it might seem like the zone is nothing but darkness to you now, Skiff. But trust me, it's always sunny in Pripyat. You'll see the other...
I met some weird guy underneath the factory. He did something to the wardens.
Congratulations, you just met a zone legend.
What about the guys from the detention center? Are they legends too?
They wish. Right now, they're just good people.
Exactly.
Who the hell are you? Decided to play soldier with me? Nitro and I were just discussing a certain puzzle we've found in the zone. But we can't quite seem to get all the pieces to fit. Maybe you can figure it out. Good. Only I can't decide if you're...
Colonel, if I may. It's Skiff, right?
I need all of us to understand the urgency of the situation, given the extreme importance of our mission. That goes for you too, Skiff. I hear you've managed to activate one of our devices. The Institute's most valuable invention.
Diode said you asked him some questions about the scanner.
You got it to work at the old bridge, didn't you? And the artifact? There was a faded artifact in the scanner. What happened to it?
Tell us what you need to know, and you can take the gun.
I was there. I was attacked, just like your men. The scanner was stolen. And I'm looking for the scumbags who took it.
Good. Okay. Maybe you know something I don't. Help me find those bastards, Skiff.
Something similar happened to Varan, a bandit from Garbage. He had a scanner and...
What? Another goddamn scanner? Why are there bandits running around Garbage with your precious invention?
Another scanner?
Don't play dumb with me! At this point, there are more scanners in the zone than there are fucking stalkers!
I don't know
well,
about
I don't
that!
know if
Whoa, guys. Varan's men were attacked. But one of the attackers had this.
Holy shit! A monolith PDA. Now I can finally burn their fucking nest down. Wild Island. Fortifications.
Colonel.
2... No, 3. They're pretty heavily armed.
Colonel!
Where are they getting their equipment? Give me the radio. Zotov, come in.
The scanner and the artifact out there in the hands of lunatics, among the mud and the toxic waste. Colonel.
What?
Please. What if the scanner gets damaged in the fighting? These are not stalkers, but former monolithians. No, this is out of the question. I can't bear to think about it. Maybe we should send some neutral person to the island. Someone who's already helped you. I mean us. Come on. Think about the risk. We could lose the very thing we've been striving to obtain.
Colonel, this is Otov. I don't copy. Please repeat. Over. Colonel.
Just checking in. Over and out.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to introduce myself. My name is Dmitro Dalin, and I'm the head of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. A temple of science, a haven for geniuses, a place where the Holy Grail is not sought, but invented. The scanner is the Institute's greatest achievement, but right now, all that really matters is the revived artifact at the heart of it. If you get it back, our dream can become a reality. Mankind will be transformed. We'll open the way for future technology. And it will all be thanks to you. Thanks to your courage and dedication to progress. You'll be leading the way. The brink of a new scientific era.
That's wonderful, man. But I'm here because the anomaly burned down my home on the mainland. And someone's gotta pay for it.
This cannot be.
But it did.
Another of your, miscalculations, eh, Einstein? Skiff, head over to Wild Island and find their leader, Strider. He'll know where the gang hangs out. And if you can persuade him, he just may tell you what kind of shady business they've gone and got themselves into. I'll get you a new one. Take this. It'll come in handy if someone gives you the silent treatment. Good luck, soldier. Keep in touch.
It's gonna be a hard time for the Slack. I'd like a word with you. In private, though.
don't even want to know what Korshunov wanted from you. Blah, 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 keep in order, blah, blah, blah. The zone is the key to the good of mankind. He doesn't give a damn about mankind or the zone, even though the ward is already becoming a part of it. Don't tell him that, though. The news would crush that poor bastard. You should drop by the sawmill, Skiff. You've already seen one side of the zone. It's about time you saw the other. You won't regret it, I promise.
A good man is always on time for lunch.
Who said I'm a good man?
Richter, and the guys from the detention center. And me, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Don't worry, this time you won't have to lift anything heavier than a bottle.
What happened at the factory?
They say, you've got to use whatever's close at hand. And there are plenty of things close at hand in the zone. If you know where to look. Like a scanner.
Gonna check the surroundings.
I was told it was invented at the Institute.
Who told you that? Darlin? Nah, kiddo. All their gadgets are just revamped Project X designs. They were found in the old labs.
Project what?
The zone harbors many secrets scattered among the old bones. There were scientists here way before the Institute, even before the zone itself came into being.
Ah, so they're the ones that left us the goodies that we give to the ward. Take a seat.
You, don't like the ward?
The ward have no desire to conquer the zone. They want to extend the Institute up to its borders.
They want to turn the zone into a testing ground to meet mankind's insatiable needs. Darlin says it's all for the greater good of the mainland, but what does that really mean? It's perfect as is. People come to the zone to witness miracles.
Our future is technology, and the zone's miracles are nothing but trouble.
Trouble is what comes to those who exploit the zone. And I have a funny feeling there's more trouble to come.
You bet. And forget all that crap Darlin was spouting about a bright future. None of this is gonna end well. For any of us.
What do you want to achieve?
Zombies!
Relax. This is the dark side of the zone. But there's another. The shining side. It's here all around us, but we cannot see it. I wonder what's out there. Eternal spring? The Klondike of artifacts? A new home? Or our hearts, desires? But most importantly, no ward. We want the shining zone to reveal itself. For now, as far as we're concerned... Oh, shit. You're just a good guy. That's all I'm going to say. Or rather, I think that's all you are ready to hear. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Would you like some toast? I get it. You're angry. That's why you're not hungry. And couldn't care less about the troubles of others.
Can I help?
How does the ward's badge feel in your pocket, you snitch?
I have a plan, and I'm sticking to it.
Do I hear the Colonel speaking?
I've got a mind of my own.
Well, do as you please, but watch your head.
You're the only one who could have done it, Faust. Got anything to say? Don't move. You knew Strider was gonna go alone.
He was not alone. I sent Foma with him.
Don't try to mess with my head.
This is your anger talking, brother. You seek enemies amongst your own kind, and yet there is a stranger in your midst.
What the fuck? A stalker?
Strider entrusted the security of this island to you. I will not get in your way.
This ain't over, brother. We let you in, but that don't mean I approve of it. What do you want from us?
I need to talk to Strider.
Forget it. He's busy dealing with a problem at the storage facility, alone, as usual. He told me to back off. It's too dangerous to get near the anomalies, he says. But you are a stalker, right? You wander into that crap every day, detector in hand, trading artifacts for hooch. Ever dealt with any anomalies emerging without an emission?
I'm afraid I did.
All right, go ahead. I sure hope you ain't lying. And I don't regret trusting you.
That man that you were arguing with. Who is he?
Nobody. I thought you wanted to talk to Strider, so go talk to him.
Oh, who are you? What are you doing here?
Put your gun down. Who are you, and what's going on here?
Leave the loner alone. He killed the beast that drove my brothers insane.
Shut up! Did you really take out the controller all by yourself? Thanks, I guess. You saved me a lot of time. So here's the deal. I don't want any trouble with Dubny. He always pays me triple. And his orders were clear. Get rid of any witnesses, along with anyone who was under the controller's influence. You can scurry back to your base, Nutider. But the Stalker and the shell-shock guy are out of luck.
We'll see who's out of luck here.
Exactly. Eat waste, you freak.
Let's do this!
He's dead, they say. Destroyed. Lies, I tell you. They're all filthy, pathetic lies. You can't kill God, just like you can't get rid of the sky up above. You can go and hide from him and cower away in some musty hole in the ground, but that won't stop the wind from blowing or the rain from pouring. Crazy fanatics, they say. Murderers. Brave warriors, I tell you. His worthy children.
Stop brainwashing my men, Faust. You're only making it worse.
What could be worse than this? What have we become? Are you happy, Strider?
My boots are fine for the road I walk. There are more important things than happiness.
And what's that then? Backbreaking work? Hardship? That enduring sense of guilt. It didn't used to be like this. We were different. Part of something much greater. I was the Word, and you carried the banner of the monolith.
We brought death. Against our will.
Well, now we're dying ourselves. The fumes are killing us. As are the bullets of our vengeful enemies. How many brothers roam the zone to this day, lost and forgotten, forced to hide their past? We have to find them. We have to bring them to their safety.
By force? We all know about Wild Island. Everyone must make the choice for themselves.
And what will they find here? The meaning of life? Or a similar bunch of miserable wretches just like them who don't know what they want.
Strider saved us!
Yeah. And now, he's killing us. Once, we were his children. And what are we now?
Men of free will, who choose their own way. You're living in the past, Faust. The monolith is dead. It's time to grow up.
You can't kill God. Just like you can't get rid of the sky up above.
Think again.
I am blind, but it is you who cannot see. Go cower in your hole in the ground. Hide from the past. Hide from his light. Hide from yourself.
Skiff, do you have the inductor?
Sure. I have it with me.
There's an old azimuth comm station not far from here. One day, after we find and mothball all that's left of Monolith, we'll destroy it. In the meantime, of course,
It's a good thing you have that inductor, Stalker. It can direct a signal. You'll need it later. But the station needs to be turned on first.
Azimuth was taken over by the Ward a little while ago. They have the access keys. I guess you can figure out what to do about them.
Looks like Faust is involved in this mess. Are you gonna do something about it?
You think I haven't tried to stop him, Skiff? What am I supposed to do? Silence him? Lock him in his cell? People blame us because of our monolithian past. But Faust, he was one of the first people I brought here. We built Noon together. He cares for his brothers. He wants them to find happiness. Faust's got his own way of helping them. I might disagree with the path he has chosen, but that's no excuse to take away his freedom. Otherwise, what's the point of it all?
So I guess I'm going to Azimuth.
Wait a minute, Skiff. This isn't just your concern anymore. Faust is my brother. That much is true. I still trust him. But if it turns out that he's going to hurt someone, Noon is not your enemy. And this is my proof. Keep it, Loner.
It's a good gun. Why would you give it to a stalker but wear a shell casing that matches it around your neck?
The gun is a gift. For the future. As for the shell casing, it signifies the past. Do we understand each other? Noon is not Monolith. We make our own choices now.
It's working, Skiff. Get to the roof.
Or the monolith.
You think I'm going to beg for mercy? It doesn't matter. You stalkers don't understand anything. The monolith opened my eyes. I'm not afraid. Not afraid to die for its glory.
Why are you doing all this?
You are not one of us. You will never understand it.
This isn't the way it's supposed to be. The monolith helped me to see that. Sure, a lot of people might die. But if I don't do this, everyone's going to die.
Are you the one who activated the scanner on Wild Island?
My brothers are poisoning themselves on that island. And to what end? I just couldn't watch it anymore. The immunity that kept us safe has been weakening ever since the monolith felt silent. They were dying in my arms.
Either way, you're done for.
I am ready.
I did what you said. Return to Icarus. Get everything ready. It is time. Yes. Word of the monolith.
So it was you all along. Oh, Faust.
It wasn't the only one. Someone else on Azimuth finished the ward off before I got there. Foma was with them. He tried to kill me, Strider. I need to get to Icarus, and the sooner the better. Faust had a reason to leave the island just now.
Skip, if you find him, try to find out what he's up to. He's my brother. In the end, all his sins are also mine.
I don't know who you are, Stalker, but you best run. Shit. Fuck. That was a little too close. I thought it was game over for sure.
Clear. Skybase.
You good now, bro? That's what I thought. Two close calls in a minute. Not cool. Fucking snorks, man. You were asking about clear sky. What do you want to know?
You. The night back at the old bridge, you stole my scanner and gave me a hell of a headache.
That's horseshit, man. I ain't been back at the old bridge in a long time. There's all Faust, man. Shit. I'm just a guide. I was only showing the way, all right?
Yeah? To monolithians.
It was a run-of-the-mill job where the customer's kind of shady, all obsessed with a monolith and shit. But I'm not in the business of killing stalkers.
But you are in the business with Faust.
Ain't that bad. Maybe a couple of screws loose, but here in the zone, that don't exactly make him unique. Although, that whole blind thing, I think it's a crock of shit.
That's a pretty stupid take. Any others?
Oh yeah, lots. You, patch me up and I'll share everything.
Stop pretending and get up.
Sure. Ask away. I'll tell you whatever you want,
then I'm out of here. I'm fucking done. Finita la comedia. Fucking swamps, man. I gotta deal with some bullshit every single time.
What is Clear Sky, anyway?
It used to be a faction. They broke up a long time ago. I used to help them out here and there, fetching stuff, running errands. They paid and fed me well, so I never asked them what they were after. Now, Faust has taken over what's left of their base. He even somehow got around Kalencha's defenses. His men still need a guide, but he's walking around like he owns the place. Don't look at me like that. I don't get it either.
Why did you decide to work with Faust?
Because he paid me in artifacts. Some military-grade weapons, too. Ward shit. I even got a Gauss rifle. Sold it in the blink of an eye, although I should have auctioned it off. I don't know how he got to Clear Sky, or why I had to guide his men there and back. That's none of my business. Curiosity killed the cat, you know.
How do I get to Clear Sky?
I saved your life once, and now I just might save it again. Don't go there. Steer clear of that place.
I should have shot you after all.
Fine. If you want to die, be my guest. Here's a map. Professor Kalencha set up some defenses when he left Clear Sky. You can't get through without this map. There are beacons on the map. You have to calibrate 4 of them to your signal. Then, you can get through the ruins in the swamps and into Clear Sky. Any other questions?
Who is this Kalencha guy?
A scientist. Very smart guy. He was a Clear Sky too. He knew things were going south. He's the one who gave me the map and told me all about the beacons. Then he took off without even saying goodbye. I guess he just couldn't stick around that base anymore. Not after everything that went down. I get it. Whatever Faust is doing there, at Clear Sky, it's like robbing a grave. A mass grave.
How do those beacons work?
Professor Kalencha mentioned something about them affecting the controlled anomalous psi field there on the Clear Sky base. But I never got into that stuff, even though I used to hang out with those Clear Sky scientists. If it works, good. If it doesn't, screw it. The point is, you can't get to Clear Sky without the map. And you have to recalibrate the beacons. Otherwise, you'll wander around the ruins until the cows come home. Unless you're Faust. Screw 'em.
All right. You're free to go.
I wouldn't go anywhere near that place if I were you. But I get the feeling you ain't gonna listen. I met a guy once who was as stubborn as you. He had a big-ass scar across his whole face, and crazy eyes, just like yours. How does the zone even find guys like you? I ain't gonna wish you luck. You don't need it. So I, hope we never meet again.
Scanner is yours. I need to say my goodbyes. Farewell to our great past. Enemies, yes, but united by faith in one idea. For your kind, it was the Wish Granter. For us, the Monolith. It spoke in many tongues, but everyone heard only what they wanted to hear. Repentance. Forgiveness. Not a chance. After a decade of silence, only hatred remains. The Monolith has abandoned us to make us understand. Being alive
not mean to be happy. Nothing else matters.
You know what makes a stalker a stalker? Curiosity. I told you he'd come.
You told me a lot, and left out even more. Thank you for coming, Skiff.
I didn't expect to see you two here. You're working together?
S.T.A.L.K.E.R is always eager to help, but he never tells me why.
Why spoil a good surprise?
What did you want to talk about?
I found out that the Ward moved the Wish Granter from the CNPP to S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
The monolith.
That toy is way too dangerous, even for Dallin. Especially for Dallin. The zone itself could suffer for it. And then the dark would eclipse whatever light still remains here.
I've seen Faust. You mentioned the Wish Granter as well before he disappeared.
So he's in on it too. The past will never let us go, will it?
The Strider wants to know what Faust is up to. I want to get to the bottom of the whole scanner business. But what's in it for you?
See, Strider doesn't trust me either. But like I told you before, I just like helping people. The zone represents the delicate balance between the dark and the light in all of us. The monolith disrupted that balance once, and it will do so again. Besides, anything that hurts the Ward is fine by me. We all do what needs to be done, and we risk our lives for what we believe in. That's the only way, Skiff. Otherwise, we're no better than zombies.
Do you think Faust is planning something that involves S.T.A.L.K.E.R?
If you put 2 and 2 together, you'll probably get 4, even in the zone.
If the monolith really is at S.T.A.L.K.E.R like S.T.A.R says, then Faust is doing all of this for one reason. To get inside the Institute.
Dallin is hell-bent on making a scientific breakthrough, by any means necessary. If the Wish Granter is activated again...
No. I won't allow that to happen.
Can you remind me again what the Wish Granter is?
An atrocity.
It's a device that was used to protect the center of the zone. They had it installed inside the CNPP sarcophagus. It drew stalkers to it with the promise of granting wishes.
The Wish Granter, or monolith, drove people insane. Those who survived the ordeal were brainwashed and became monolithians.
I've always wondered, Strider, what did you wish for when you got there?
So what do you want from me?
I see you found what you were looking for, and you're going to find even more. In the darkest part of the zone, built from the brightest of intentions.
The scanner is your chance to get into S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Then, you'll be able to find out if that damn machine is really there. I'll get my squad together and head for the Institute. We need your help, Skiff. Noontide... No. The entire zone is in danger.
Sometimes bad people make good choices. I trust you to make the right one.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Is that him? Give it to me.
We need to run compatibility tests. Check everything is all right. Oh, yes. Of course. You must be tired. Oh, here. Here's the key to my room. I'm sleeping in my study either way. Don't worry about your reward. You'll get it. In fact, someone would like to talk to you as soon as we've completed all the necessary tests. Have some rest. And get yourself cleaned up. My colleagues promised me a surprise for my birthday. I wish I knew what it was. Guess you'll have to tell me. Enjoy it! Come on! Really? Thank you!
What do you want from me? Get to the point.
It'll become clear soon enough, Colonel. And no, you won't have to send your men anywhere or put them in danger. For that, we've got...
Speaking of danger...
As I was saying, we need someone who's already got certain qualities. Courage, persistence, endurance.
Any of my men will do.
Not quiet. We need someone who's already had a particular kind of experience in the zone. Basically, we need a stalker. The readings all match up. But to see it with my own eyes, that's something else. A scientific miracle. Alpha. Quarter of century ago, maybe even longer. The artifact that started it all.
It's still going strong, and not just in the zone.
You stalkers with your tall tales. You need to lay up the booze.
The second Caribbean experiment, you asshole! Tall tales, huh? Look at me! I lost everything back on the mainland. And you tell me to lay off the booze?
To the victor go the spoils. This experiment is not going to conduct itself. Stand down.
We had a simple choice. Sit back and just wait for another super emission, or take a chance at get control of the anomalous energy. And look, our gamble paid off. As for your home, you can blame the zone, not me.
Cool it, soldier. The second Caribbean experiment didn't go as planned. During the experiment, the group was attacked by S.T.A.L.K.E.R's saboteurs. They're local stalkers, a thorn in my side. And since they achieved what they set out to back then, you can be sure they'll keep trying to get in our way. You're blaming the wrong people, Skiff.
Let's hope that this time, security will be your top priority.
Humanity is corrupt. Mankind must be controlled. I want the zone to disappear. Whatever you wish, it will be granted. Come to me.
I want this all to end.
Look, darling. This mousetrap still works on stalkers.
Alpha is real. That's all that matters. We don't need this one anymore.
Strider's buddy isn't walking out of here alive. I'm putting an end to this farce. Kill the stalker.
What did you see? What happened in the monolith room?
Now, you're the one who's gonna tell me what the fuck is going on here. Whose memory did I just see? Why did the ward attack me? Wish Granner my ass.
Calm down, Skiff. Please. That was just a minor distortion. An illusion, nothing more. It's over now.
He's telling the truth, soldier. The installation has been shut down. You're safe.
It didn't seem like an illusion to me. It felt too damn real.
Yeah, illusions don't usually result in injuries.
Everything you saw was a figment of your imagination, Skiff. Your actions, however, had an impact on your environment. That is the reason Zotov was injured, and you were not.
No one would have been injured if the illusions had been stopped sooner.
Shutting the installation down abruptly would have fried Skiff's brain. Irreversibly. I did all I could to avoid that outcome.
Was that another botched experiment, Doc?
I wouldn't call it that. I didn't foresee those sea vestiges, that's true. The monolith showed you someone else's memory. I never expected that. Who knew those tall tales had a basis in reality? But I was sure you'd be fine. It was impossible to calculate the safe level of Psi exposure when the monolith was first created. But it's a different story now. I used the minimal configuration, see? You're safe and sound, and despite some unpleasant side effects, everything went well. The Alpha artifact worked. We can begin the experiment.
Are you planning to use the Wish Granter again?
Why would we do that? It's a relic of the old zone, a distraction for those who manage to enter the sarcophagus. But S.T.A.L.K.E.R doesn't need that. We have the ward to protect us. Besides, even in its prime, this ancient hunk of junk never functioned as intended. The last thing I need right now is S.T.A.L.K.E.R fanatics, thank you very much.
What are you gonna do if the connection is successful? How are you gonna use the anomalous energy?
S.T.A.L.K.E.R will become the very thing you Stalkers saw in the monolith. Except, we'll grant wishes for real, and we'll do it for all mankind. The Earth will have an inexhaustible source of energy. We will reach the outer limits of the solar system. We will work wonders.
Are you sure it's safe connecting the artifact to the generators?
There are certain risks, of course. But inaction would be far more dangerous. We must take control of the zone's anomalous energy before disaster strikes. When we connect to the generators, the zone will be eliminated. And the anomalous energy will finally start serving the needs of mankind.
Yes?
I'm waiting for the Stalker, Colonel.
Got it. He'll be there. Go to the projection room, Skiff. She's waiting for you. Good luck.
Skiff! Thank God you're here. If only Darlin had listened to me, I wouldn't have to cheat. You know that's true. Tell her. I'm begging you.
Your friend is a strange kind of scientist, Skiff. He loves secrets more than discoveries.
He's no friend of mine.
Skiff!
That makes sense. People need more than just a couple of days to really become friends. You need to trust one another, share your secrets. Like the fact that someone stole the scanners from S.T.A.L.K.E.R. just because he was so envious of Dr. Darlin. And guided by his co-conspirator Faust, he insisted on murdering every last witness. Including you, of course.
I can explain everything!
There's no need to repeat yourself, Professor. This man almost got you killed. So it's up to you to decide his fate.
Let him go.
Professor Herman, you may go.
Skiff! Thank you. Thank you.
Professor! You forgot something.
Goodbye.
Yevhen Martinenko, 25 years old. Born in a small town, loved a good book, but preferred a good fight. Served in the army, upon returning home was engaged in risky part-time jobs. No real friends, no family, just lonely evenings in front of the TV. A while ago, he came home to find his place in ruins. You've been through a lot, Yevhen. Cigarette? After the fire at those apartments, everyone rushed to seek help from officials. But not you, Yevhen. In your search for the truth, you had the courage to enter the zone. Perseverance is an admirable quality, and you've got heaps of it. That's why we can thank you, and you alone, that the scanner is back at S.T.A.L.K.E.R. The zone is extremely dangerous to the outside world. But thanks to you, we will soon have its power under control. And in the meantime, you can return to the mainland and move into a beautiful new house.
Sounds great.
You deserve it.
But I want to be there for the experiment. Bread was promised. Now it's time for circuses.
Dr. Darlin speaks highly of you, but the experiment requires top-level security. Although, perhaps you could help us in this matter. Someone's planning to stop us, right? Stop us getting what we deserve.
I can't help you. Sorry.
Skiff, come in. Are you there yet? See if you can get to the labs and find out about the monolith. I'm counting on you, Stalker.
Someone's taking advantage of you again, Yevhen.
Yeah. And you aren't?
Strider has nothing to offer you in return, unlike us. Find him. Ask him to lay down his arms. No worthy cause should begin with bloodshed.
So Strider was right? The monolith, Skiff, is it really here?
Yeah. I tried it.
And what happened?
I saw what it did to the people before me. how it made them believe in lies. It was wrong.
Then you understand that we have to destroy it.
Dallin said S.T.A.L.K.E.R isn't going to use the monolith anymore. They only needed it to prep for another experiment. They're gonna end all this shit right here, right now. They're gonna destroy the zone.
And you believe that, Skiff? Do you really believe the monolith is just an installation, and they actually know what they're doing? They'll write off all their mistakes as collateral damage in pursuit of the greater good. But we are not some byproducts of their experiments, Skiff. We are human beings. If their plans have any relation to the monolith, we are putting an end to them. These people are not to be trusted. We can't waste any more time. Tell me now, Skiff. Are you with the Ward or with us?
We'll stop them together.
Then it's settled.
Help me out with these, will ya? One on each hinge should do the trick.
Forwarding visual analysis. Context.
All right, let's go!
Router ready. Lock 5. Waveguide ready.
Back it up.
Gateway open. X11. Awaiting connection.
What the fuck? You all right? Let's go!
Select here. Purpose received main.
Out the fucking way!
Connection established.
Step back!
It's done.
You mother...
What about the Stalker? Visitor!
Keith. I'm glad to see you, buddy. Let's get out of here. Hey, would you look at that?
Край, мій рідний край, чарівний край, черемоша і прута. Ти моя любов, ти рідна матінко моя. It's alive! The zone is alive! It survived, Skiff! It survived!
You're fucking crazy! I almost died at that fucking institute.
Where is Strider?
Now you ask.
What happened over there, Skiff? Where is Strider?
He's...
Why are they shooting at us? Why are you shooting at us? We're with Strider!
Dud? Just like you can't get rid of the sky up above.
What?
They say the sun's always shining in Pripyat.
Bullshit. Yeah. They got all soggy after all. Should have kicked the habit. That means Strider and Dubny and they're all gone? Right. I guess the zone didn't protect them after all. How come, Skiff? Incoming from White Island. Maybe not all of them got hit by the monolith thingy, right? Come on, chime in.
There you are, my good man.
I've got what you've asked for. It's amazing this lamp is still intact.
Okay. Business first, I get it.
I've seen what this piece of shit is capable of.
The war is about to attack Duga. Their best men are going to be there. This piece of shit would be very helpful in thinning out their ranks.
So we're back to the same old bloodthirsty plan, huh?
Ah, that's how the zone works. Some people have to suffer, so other people can stop suffering.
You knew all along, you son of a bitch.
Tell me, do you actually have some place to go back to? Or have you found what you were looking for?
Too many words, too few answers.
Man. A long time ago, I woke up in the scientist's mobile lab at Yonam Station. They were good men. They fed me and took care of me, all while huddled together in a cramped little iron box. I wanted to help them, to find them a better place to live. During one of my trips, I stumbled upon the chemical plant. Yes, sure. Another brick monstrosity, but back then, it was like an oasis to me. So those good men moved there. It was the first Spark group. We kept to ourselves, minded our own business, even during that new faction war. Until one day, bam, bam, bam. Topol, he was the first to die. Mace tried to warn us. Over here! But all he could do was wheeze. Spirit and I tried to escape through the workshop, and then the second assault squad burst in. Boom! But Snake had a grenade ready for them. Thieves rule and wardens rule. Boom! And now tell me, who holds the chemical plant now?
The ward.
Yes, the ward. I've kept away from any ruins ever since, except for the ruins of the Institute. Sure, you can take my bloodthirsty plan as paying off a debt. But this war isn't just my war. Yes, you. Him. You came to the zone looking for justice too, didn't you?
What's the point of all the sacrifice, Scar? All these victims.
What's the point? We're all to stand upon the sea. Through death, through darkness thus. I choose the nets that swallow me. This mortal coil failed us. Do what must be done, and the mystery will reveal itself. That I know for sure. As for you, just have faith.
You'd better explain why I had to kill the same guy over and over again.
They were illusions, phantom doubles, like those conjured by certain mutants. Who knows what other tricks the preacher has up his sleeve? Right now, he poses a greater threat to our cause than the Ward. Head over to STC and find Ozerski. He's a friend of Spark. He'll help us understand this tech and come up with a plan to tackle those doubles.
All right. Let's sample the goods. Let's have one. And then we can talk about what, where, and how much. Here's to the start of our partnership.
All right. Here's to our partnership.
Not even a flinch, huh? That sort of bravado is gonna impress me. When you're drinking, you've gotta put your heart into it. So, where are we? How about another one?
Let's toss another one back.
You're definitely not a grad student. That's a good thing. Look, about those scholars. Leave them out next time. The shop's closed. What's the point of stocking up on collars if I don't have a leash? It was a promising project, sure. But it's time to bid it farewell. Bottoms up, Stalker.
I'm interested in a different project. The Controller. You were a part of it.
The last thing I need is another Sherpa pestering me. That grad student is obsessed with the subject. The idea of blissful ignorance is utterly beyond him. That means I could use another drink. After the third shot of my elixir, even the most hopeless souls can start to grasp the basics of abstract thinking. Then we can talk for real. So what do you say? You down for a few more drinks, or maybe just one for the roads?
All right. But this is the last one.
Bold words from a young man like you. If man is the measure of all things, then the measure of a man is 3 shots of this magic vodka. So, go ahead. Ask your questions while I'm feeling charitable.
How do you destroy phantoms and defeat someone who can create induced illusions?
Seen double, eh? You probably just had some bad vodka. Try some of mine. It's good for more than just keeping radiation at bay.
When I saw the man who created those phantoms, I was stone cold sober.
Ha ha ha. And I was stone cold sober when I saw evidence that it was impossible. But who am I to forbid you from living in a world of illusions? If you're really so eager, drag your ass to X5. That's where the whole 3-ring circus used to be. Try to find a blueprint for the suppressor. It's out to help you. I'm all out of vodka anyway. Come on. I'll give you the key card for the lab. A cold one?
Here. I don't want to be anywhere near these things.
This is... Yes! This is it! At last!
There's nothing exciting in there anyhow. I've told you before, young man. If even my own work can end in failure...
Faust wasn't exactly... a failure. In a way. Haven't you heard? He tapped into the X network, brought the monolith back, and caused a bloodbath all over the zone.
So he's... your project? The abilities you incorporate...
Shut up! I knew I was right all along. So that bunch of old farts in pots haven't given up on my research. Hooking him up to the monolith was a stroke of genius.
Look at us! We're having a blast! As long as Faust is surrounded by phantoms, we can't get to him. And the fact that he has a small army and the most powerful brain scorcher in the zone is not making it easier.
Oh yeah. You guys sure know how to throw a party.
We didn't plan this when we turned on the Lesser Dugas, but we can't let Faust turn the zone into zombie land. The zone bows to no one. This is gonna be a real mess. The Monolithians aren't creative, but they're stubborn as hell. I can't wait to get rolling. But if you need time to gear up, this is your last chance. If you're ready, I'll brief you on the plan, and off we go.
Why don't we just head back to Promin and shut down the Dugas?
We've tracked synchronizing impulses. It means that Faust's followers obtain control codes from the emitter and can activate the Dugas whenever they want. Basically, we've lost remote access. The only way is to turn it off manually. And I know how.
I was born ready. I live for this stuff.
Let's get down to business. You see the Dugas? We can't storm it head on. Faust and that Psi radiation will fry our brains before we even get close. But we haven't been sitting around, and we've got blueprints from the underground utilities. Turns out, there's a sewer line running from the firehouse straight to the Dugas. It's a quiet way in, and the patrols won't see us. You gotta get to the transformer room and shut down the Dugas. Once you're done, we'll take care of the Monolithians, while you take on Faust. Any questions?
Any guards patrolling the substation?
Our teams report that Monolithians don't give a damn about the transformer room. Plus, we've got a couple tricks to keep them occupied while you're there. As for the ward, after the hit they took, they won't be coming anywhere near the Dugas again. They got the memo.
I've got my part sorted. What's your plan?
We've got all our friends gathered. Did you see anyone on your way here? That's the point. Today, the Monolith is gonna find out how many folks are really with S.T.A.L.K.E.R. But why ruin the surprise? You're the last piece of the puzzle. Once you get down there, my unit commanders will go about their business. The Monolithians have us outmanned and outgunned. But if we can distract and divide them, their brute force won't count for much.
Any complications I should be aware of?
The sewers ain't exactly a walk in the park. They're crawling with mutants. But I'd rather take on critters than Gauss snipers any day. You'll manage. Shutting down the Dugas might make a little noise, so be ready for some armed guests to crash your little party at the substation. Stay on your toes.
I'll shut down the Dugas, and I'll deal with Faust.
Attaboy! Now get into the tunnel before new Monolithian patrols show up. The signal is patchy down below, so make sure to get to the radio room. That's our first communication point. That's the gist of it. We'll figure out the rest as we go. March, Mugwort, China. Get to your squads and take positions. Let's roll.
You will,
fight is over. A mortal dies, yet the soul endures. Welcome to the subtle world. Take a seat, Skiff. We have a lot to talk about. What time of day would you choose for an intimate conversation?
I've always liked dawn. What a fascinating show.
Much of the zone is not what it seems.
What the hell did you unleash upon us?
You know more than I do. Envoy of the monolith.
What?
You stood by his side, carrying out his will, and now you've come for me. I have angered him, and that is why you are here, seeking revenge and a reward.
I don't get it. I just want to reclaim what I've lost.
That makes two of us.
Is that so?
Some come to the zone to make money. Others come looking for miracles. Many just want to find happiness, you know? A way to feel real and alive again. But have you ever met anyone who was truly happy? And what do they look for if the miracles don't satisfy them? The monolith brought joy to a chosen few. But I've decided that all stalkers in the zone deserve better.
How generous of you.
I've been here before. Once. A long time ago. When I was a stalker. Looking for an adventure. I took just one awkward step. And my whole world plunged into darkness. But in the end, it was I who gained true sight, while the others kept stumbling around in the dark, searching for invisible wonders. The monolith showed me the zone for what it truly is.
Is this the real zone?
Define reality. The zone is what you consider it to be. I've shown you how I see it. Walk your own path, and you will come to perceive the zone in your own way. Such is the will of the monolith.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Greetings, Skiff. I know you have a lot of questions for me. Ask them, and then we'll decide what to do with you.
How do you know me?
We're aware of everything that happens in the zone, but we're not always capable of influencing it. After S.T.A.L.K.E.R tried to replicate the Caribbean experiment, some of their anomalous energy seeped into the mainland. It affected a number of people, but you were the only one who sought the truth.
Who are you? Or what are you?
We are C consciousness. We were once 7 scientists, 7 distinct personalities. Now, we exist as one mind. By merging our consciousnesses, we've achieved a direct connection with the noosphere. I am the representative of C consciousness.
Since you survived, does that mean the noosphere is an extension of life?
The noosphere is much more than just the Earth's information field. Thanks to the zone, sentient beings can achieve eternal life in the form of subtle matter, pure consciousness, free from the constraints and limitations of a physical body. However, should anyone attempt to harness the anomalous energy, it will inevitably result in the annihilation of all subtle matter.
What are you trying to achieve?
After the reckless intervention by S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the structure of the noosphere was damaged, isolating individual subtle matter images from one another. The Shining will reinstate the right to immortality for all sentient beings in the zone, and eventually, for all of mankind. From then on, our liberated consciousnesses will gain the ability to communicate directly with one another, facilitating the free exchange of knowledge and experience. It will be the dawn of a new age.
So this is what the Shining Zone really is? I knew it in my heart. I believed in it all along. Seek and ye shall find.
The Shining can rid us of the darkness that's holding us back, preventing us from hearing each other. It will grant us eternal life. No pain, no regret, no suffering.
How can we make this new age come sooner?
Scar, the word is at the gates. It's just a matter of time before they break through.
But of course. Fuck! Take care of them and fast!
Remember, I don't work for you.
You're working with me. Over and out.
Search the clearing too?
Calm down. He saved your life 6 months ago. We couldn't just leave him behind.
Dead folks don't give a fuck where they rest. But I do. I mean, who could do this to a human being?
I know who. It's those mercenaries. They were looking for the doctor, and they found Gray instead.
Bullshit. Mercs wouldn't do something like this.
People ain't mutants. They're capable of anything. Now hush. I've got to figure out what mold Gray like that. Maybe then we can hunt the fuckers down. Sorry, Lona. Not a good time. We're not open for business right now.
So why don't you get the fuck out of here? And shut the door on your way out.
We're not open for business, but we can chat. Keep it short. You can see what's going on here.
Who did him in?
I wish I knew. 2 of our guys went on a job for McClucher. We found one of them close by, like this. It might be those mercs that just showed up here. Hell knows what they're up to.
All right. They get their pay, they do their thing. But, Gray, someone went out of their way to make him suffer. Cutting him up real slow.
I'm looking for the doctor. I heard you might know where to find him.
You too. Are you working with the mercs, you son of a bitch? Answer me!
Put the gun down. Now. And you, Loner. Why are you so interested in the Doctor?
I'm looking for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. The Doctor knows where to find him.
I don't know why you need S.T.A.L.K.E.R, but finding the Doctor ain't exactly a walk in the park either. No one knows where the Doctor lives. All we know is he helps the wounded, both human and mutant. He saved my life some 5 years ago.
Why didn't your buddy, the Doctor, step in for Gray, huh? Too busy stitching a tentacle back to a bloodsucker's ass. Or are we hunters worse than mutants?
If he didn't help, he couldn't. Or didn't want to. Or maybe the mercs got to him first.
Tell me more about the Doctor.
Want me to do a little dance for you while I'm at it? Everybody's got questions about him. First the mercs, now the loners.
It can get much worse. The Doctor is a legend around here. Nobody really knows where he's holed up. But if you're injured, he'll track you down and lend a hand. Well, at least he used to.
I'm telling you, it was the Doctor. We've been hunting his pets. That's why he came after us.
You're an idiot, Harnett. The Doctor saved my ass once. And I've been in the hunting business around here for a solid decade.
What are you guys doing here anyway?
Breathing flesh is for a stew. We're hunting, what else? We can't all go anomaly diving and playing detective. Sometimes scientists cut us a check for some mutants, or freedom tosses us a job. Life's pretty decent here. Or at least it used to be. I used to feel at home in these woods. But now, it's like I'm locked up all over again. Like that one time back in Garbage. Enemies everywhere, nowhere to run.
Well, find them.
Or they'll find us first. Just like Gray.
So where should I start looking for him?
Ray was gonna stake out a place where the Doctor was spotted before. It was a while ago, but I don't have any other leads. If it was those mercs, maybe they left something behind.
So that's why you've been chattering away for 2 hours straight? Huh? You're thinking of sending Loner to snoop around the clearing?
You're after the Doctor, Stalker, and I'm looking for the bastards who did Gray in. Why don't we lend each other a hand?
Don't listen to him, Loner. 2 fellas took on McClure's job. Gray and a new guy. You can see what's left of him. Something's fishy. If you go after them, you might not make it back out.
Thanks for the help. And the heads up.
If those mercs were behind it, watch your step out there. And if it wasn't them, be even more careful.
Better yet, get out of here while you still can. Before it gets worse.
He didn't kill them by choice. The monolith guided him to hunt me with live bait. And I won't let you finish him. Enough deaths.
Is he going to make it?
I've treated worse injuries. Even on monolithians. Especially on monolithians.
He spilled a lot of blood to get here. His own, and other people's.
And so did you, I imagine. I'm aware of what he's done, but he's injured and needs help. That's all that matters to me.
So, it was him who killed the mercenaries and hunters.
They were bait. A way to catch my attention.
But you hadn't helped them.
How many lives can a dead doctor save? Sometimes you need to make small sacrifices so you can save more lives later.
So, this is what the real doctor looks like.
Do you know him? This monolithian?
Strider. His name's Strider.
That's a good name. An honest name. You were looking for the doctor. Well, you found him. Now what do you want from me?
I'm looking for any information about S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I know you two have some history.
I doubt S.T.A.L.K.E.R's figured out how to bring the dead back to life. So it's up to us to help Strider. Everything else can wait.
You think there's still a chance to help him?
In a way, Strider's fortunate to be a monolithian. There's something that can help men like him, but not us. I've marked a former monolithian hospital on your PDA. If they've tapped into the old stashes, you might find a regenerator there. Along with the monolithians themselves, of course. I'd ask you to spare the wounded and keep them alive. But it's your call, Stalker.
A regenerator? What's that?
A creation of sea consciousness. It helps the monolithians to heal even the most grievous injuries and get radiation out of their bodies faster. Unfortunately, it only works on those who lack resistance to external control after being completely stripped of sea immunity. Trading one's freedom for the chance to wander through the CNPP during an emission is a devil's bargain. But no one asked their opinion on the matter.
I've heard that you treat both humans and mutants. Why?
Because none of them are responsible for what's going on here. Not the Stalkers, not the mutants, not even the monolithians. And also because everyone has to pay their dues someday.
Why are you so concerned about his life?
Because it's the only thing we truly possess. No matter how bad we believe it to be. Now go. Don't waste any more time.
How long did you know each other?
Not long. I met him on Wild Island, back when he was still human.
He was someone who had everything taken away from him. His past, his ability to fight back, even his name. We go to great lengths to cover up our mistakes.
What do you mean, Doctor?
After years of work, a group of scientists managed to tap into the noosphere, the Earth's informational field. An achievement comparable at best to the conquest of space. It was a turning point not just for science, but for the fates of the human race. However, as with all people, each of my colleagues was truly interested in only one person. Himself. They began to dream of worldwide fame, of laurels crowning their bald, shiny heads. Naturally, the truth couldn't come out about secret laboratories, brutal experiments, and other such dubious undertakings. It was out of the question. And so, they all got carried away with their dream of a perfect world. You know how the saying goes, great minds think alike, though fools seldom differ. And lo and behold, what do we have decades later? The Zone, in our image, after our likeness.
You were there, right? For the Sea Consciousness Project?
I was once as deluded as they were. But my doubts soon outweighed their confidence. And so when the experiment took place, one of the pods was left empty. The eighth one. Or rather, the first. Dr. Kaimanov's pod. My pod. And so you've solved yet another mystery of the Zone, Stalker. Perhaps the most unsettling one. Dr. Kaimanov. Pleased to meet you.
There was an eighth pod.
The human brain is too frail to handle a direct connection to the noosphere on its own. In order for it to work, we required 8 participants in pods filled with a specific solution. I was supposed to be in one of those pods, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Valentine reproached me for my lack of courage. But given how things turned out, I was actually too daring. In the end, what we got wasn't control over the noosphere, but rather the Zone itself. The lesser of two evils, if you ask me.
Thanks for your help. Whatever happened to it, life is the only thing we truly possess.
Frankly, choosing between the two of you wasn't easy. It wasn't my first time, but it only gets harder over the years. But if you don't make the choice, someone else will make it for you. And it usually ends up being worse. I'm not fond of thinking for others, or giving advice. But I get the feeling Strider would approve of the choice I made, however strange it might sound.
The scientists you mentioned, Sea Consciousness, they're still alive.
No, that can't be. S.T.A.L.K.E.R dealt with them back in 2012.
I spoke to the representative through the visiograph in Malachite. He still exists in some kind of form he called subtle matter.
Subtle matter? But that's impossible! That means it's still going on.
So, you were the one who created the zone?
Me? No, certainly not. The zone created itself. I merely facilitated its immersions. Although my colleagues and I had different expectations for the outcome of our experiment. You see these blind dogs? I've been trying to tame them for years, but they were born in a lab where they've known nothing but pain and fear. But Tiger here found me on his own. He just came out of the woods one day and tried to steal a sausage. He was born free and had the freedom to make his own choices, you see. The zone is our collective offspring. But all we've imparted to it is suffering and sorrow. It doesn't know any other way. Maybe we're the same.
What do you know about subtle matter?
It was a theory developed by Valentine Darlin, the leader of sea consciousness. Apparently, he's now become the image of the representative. Back in the day, he ridiculed my calculations regarding the existence of the noosphere, while I firmly believed that subtle matter was unscientific. In the end, I turned out to be right. But if he was also close to the truth, that changes everything. According to his theory, subtle matter can preserve a reflection of a person's mind, their personality. If you're implying the representative is real, that means they actually succeeded.
Before me, S.T.A.L.K.E.R was the only one who'd spoken to the representative. That was back in 2012, before sea consciousness died. S.T.A.L.K.E.R managed to reach the center of the zone and return unscathed.
Then S.T.A.L.K.E.R probably knows more about subtle matter than I do. Along with the sea technologies that sea consciousness has mastered during their 6 years of frenetic activity, chances are he's still researching it to this day.
I want to find out if subtle matter is real. Things like this shouldn't be left to blind faith.
The scientific method isn't just about the experiment. It's about being able to replicate it. And I happen to know how to test a few of my hunches. If only Valentine could see me now. Well, perhaps he can. We tried to connect to the noosphere as an experiment in the Orbita underground lab. Back then, I saw nothing like the afterlife. But now, with the zone, I think the truth is worth taking a risk. But first, you need to get the cartridge from the signature station in a different lab. X3, near the cordon. It's been 20 years, so the entrances I knew of are long destroyed, but stalkers always find a way. Talk to Sidorovich, he's in charge of the cordon, and could have heard some stories about X3. I'll send you the code to the cartridge slot. Take it, and head to Orbita.
Good luck.
Wow, that was fun. That smell really takes me back. I had a cap gun when I was a kid. A Mauser. So who might you be, unknown gunslinger?
I'm Skiff. You must be the guy who knows where to find the entrance at the old lab at the Cordon.
Wow. Not much for foreplay. You must be from the Oasis cult. So skilled and so stupid. Who actually trusts Sidorovich?
You think Sidorovich is lying?
Only when he opens his mouth. How do you think he found out about the Oasis? Stalker gossip? Maybe. That, and the documents I showed him. But as soon as our deal was worked out, I was suddenly no longer welcome in his little village. But the old fox's tricks are wearing thin. That's why the lab entrance I told him about was bullshit. Unlike the key in that package that never made it to his bunker.
You mean the decoder? I've got it right here.
You're a very resourceful guy, Skiff. And you're alive, unlike all of my men. Here's the deal. The lab's gonna be our joint venture. It's a real maze. But I've got a map of it, right here, in my head. In case you're thinking about shooting me and taking it. Besides, there's one lock down there you can't open without me. Not even with the decoder. I guarantee you won't get through it alone. Deal?
All right, I'm in.
You bet you are. Don't expect it to be a walk in the park, though. Head to these coordinates. There's something you need to pick up. It was meant for the bandits, but we need it more now. I'll be waiting for you at the lab entrance. There's a tracker in the stash. When you grab the stuff, you'll get the location. No rush. We can't take the elevator anyway. The power's out. All right, let me think. According to the map, the breaker is just behind this wall. Get there through the vent, and then you can go back through the door. It's connected to the same circuit as the elevator.
I'm not looking to make friends. Skiff.
Skiff? You got some, curious friends here.
Why are you here, Skiff? Dog had no choice. Unlike you. Who are you working for? If you lie, I'll know it.
What about Dark? What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. It was the TVs. They're neurovisual programmers. Those previously affected by them can't survive another exposure.
I'm with Spark. They know what's really going on in the zone. Maybe they can help me find a new place to call home, too.
You're like a moth drawn to a flame, ready to get burnt to ashes. S.T.A.L.K.E.R's trained to follow orders. Clear Sky used to call the shots. That's when he almost got me. But who's he answering to now? I don't think you bothered to ask.
At least with Scar, I know what he stands for. But you? I have no idea what you want.
I want the zone to be left alone. All that common good S.T.A.L.K.E.R and Chornobyl talk about is just a smokescreen. What they really want is to control the zone. Each in his own way. No. The zone doesn't owe anyone a thing. Realizing this made me an enemy to both the Ward and Spark. And how exactly did you find out about X3?
The doctor told me about X3. Seems like the two of you have some history. He sent me here to test a theory.
Kaimanov? Yeah. He helped me get to the center of the zone to take down sea consciousness. Now he's using other people to fix his own mistakes. How convenient. He used to be part of sea consciousness. He would have gotten into one of those pods himself if he hadn't escaped at the last minute. What kind of nonsense did he feed you? Something about the old experiments of the dearly departed and the data that might still be here?
Have you ever heard of the subtle matter theory? Kaimanov wants to test it.
Immortality in the noosphere. The sea consciousness scientists are dead. I killed them. All of them. And took a piece of glass from one of their pods as a keepsake. It's real. And so are the bullets. Subtle matter is an induced illusion. A Psi radiation technology sea consciousness used to manipulate people.
Induced illusion? Like Faust's phantoms?
Like the Phantoms, the Wage Granter, the Visiographs, the Scorcher, or the Shining Zone. Do you want a peek? It's right here. You can grab the data the doctor wants along the way. Just be sure to shut it down on your way out. I want the zone to be left alone. All that common good S.T.A.L.K.E.R and Chornobyl talk about is just a smokescreen. What they really want is to control the zone. Each in his own way. No. The zone doesn't owe anyone a thing. Realizing this made me an enemy to both the Ward and Spark. And how exactly did you find out about X3?
The doctor told me about X3. It seems like the two of you have some history. He sent me here to test a theory.
Kaimanov? Yeah. He helped. Now he's... What?
I talked to the representative of Sea Consciousness, the Malachite.
They're dead. I killed them. All of them. What?
Induced illusion.
Like... Oh!
What's going on? Where are we?
You're dead, Strider.
Then, I'm no more. But the experiment... Tell me we made it in time.
We were... too late.
What happened to my men?
They're... under control of the monolith. I'm sorry, Strider.
May 2012. The military is storming the CNPP. Loon and SWAT teams are in my sector. The primary objective is Quartet.
Southeast 180. Landmark. Inspection tower.
Target, Soba 345. Low lateral.
Target. Quartet 400. Moderate lateral.
Windage. Breathing. 3, 2, 1. That was the day sea fields were turned off. Suddenly, the voice of the monolith was gone. I felt as if I was awakening from a years-long coma. And through the scope, I saw the body of an unknown soldier fall. He was not my enemy, Skiff. I just hope he has survived and has forgiven us. You asked me about my good luck charm. Remember? It's an empty cartridge casing. A reminder from that day. I genuinely believed that I would never be a puppet again. I'm sorry, brothers. We have failed. Forgive me. And forgive me for everything you must do now. It was a worthy try, Skiff. Thank you. Stay strong.
This rocket ain't gonna take you into the noosphere. Open up. Well, well. What a meeting. A good man in a tight spot. You don't give up easy, huh? Well, keep sniffing around. Hey, is it just me, or were you talking to somebody?
Yeah, Strider.
Strider? How'd you get here? Strider? Strider! Have you boys seen Strider around here? Strider! Strider! Turns out there is life in the noosphere. Can you believe it?
If you ask me, it looks more like a mind prison.
You should have listened better to the representative. Quit concentrating on the here and now. Think instead about what we might achieve. The Shining! To get rid of the darkness that imprisons us, preventing us from hearing each other. Imagine an eternal spring, Skiff. No pain, no regret, no suffering.
I won't be a part of this. Life is for the living, Scar. If the dead start talking to us, we'll end up slaughtering each other. Then there won't be peace for us. Not even in death.
You know, all this time, you've been a talisman to us. Someone truly inspiring. I believed in you. But you turned out to be a forgery. That's why you didn't get it. Shut the door! You're not worth it.
Screens. A whole wall of them. All static. And a creepy chair.
Right. Have a seat.
I think I'd rather stand.
Don't worry, it won't bite.
I hate dentists.
Are you set?
Yep.
Push the button.
Can you see me?
Yeah. Looking good.
Apparently Dark One's got 20/20 vision.
What?
That's his eyes you're looking through. Wave to the man, Dark One.
Hello, Skiff. It's Dark One. Remember how I tried to kill S.T.A.L.K.E.R? I changed my mind.
Holy shit. How is this possible?
Well, sea consciousness used to have very advanced technology. Now we need to figure out what the Ward wants to do with it. Anyway, it's time to wrap this up. It won't be long before they sniff you out.
I've got an idea. Talk to you later.
Find out who he contacted. What's wrong with you, soldier? You're a constant thorn in my side. You helped Stride or got mixed up with Spark.
I eliminated Faust.
And for that, I'm grateful. Sit down.
What is this installation, Colonel?
Look, I'd love to gather all you stalkers around the campfire and explain exactly what we're guarding and why. But I have no desire whatsoever to trip over your soiled mattresses while on patrol. I've been ordered to keep the aftermath of Project X a secret from the likes of you. It's too bad you trusted those dreamers. You've got a knack for it, you know? Taking people at their word. Who was it?
The Dark One and S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
You trusted S.T.A.L.K.E.R. An agent of sea consciousness?
S.T.A.L.K.E.R is an agent?
The Dark One, S.C.A.R, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Sea consciousness bred them like cockroaches. This installation will help us find every last agent, but only within the perimeter. Unfortunately, many of them have already left the zone, and if we do nothing, houses on the mainland will continue to burn and collapse. This is reality! Miracles and fantasies are for those who can't face up to the real world.
I'm not your enemy, Colonel.
Better late than never. Anything else, soldier? Make it quick.
I want to know more about the agents.
Ask away, soldier.
The ward badge didn't protect me when I asked a simple question about Project Fiber. Your people try to kill me.
But they didn't. Believe me, I'm not happy about what happened here either. Anyway,
Agata is convinced that a man of your skill is essential to the success of our mission. And our mission is the only thing that matters right now. For the time being, we'll settle for cooperation instead of the gory revenge I would otherwise guarantee you.
There are agents outside the zone. Who are they? And how are they dangerous?
I'm left with more questions than answers myself. Two of them, Chornobyl and Nestor, never made it out of the zone. Had to chill out in a fridge at the chemical plant. They seem like a new breed tailored for missions on the mainland. Hell knows what those are. Could be a typical sea consciousness imperative like find and eliminate, whatever it takes. We're working on it. Those Stiff's PDAs are the only ones we've managed to hack so far.
You think S.T.A.L.K.E.R and S.K.E.R are agents too? But why?
S.T.A.L.K.'s got the tattoo below his elbow. And he's fixated on an agenda that no one else can understand. I kept pointing that out to Dallin, but in vain. After some pressure from the brass, he gave him a job at S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Oh, and I appreciate what you did with S.K.E.R. Thanks to you, my men found documents at the Clear Sky base that confirm the group's ties to sea consciousness.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R mentioned agents. Who are they?
Stalkers. The cream of the crop. Once they got to the center of the zone, they ended up in the neuroprogramming lab at the generators. That's where they were programmed by sea consciousness. And got a Stalker tattoo on their right forearm. After sea consciousness died and their sea installations were shut down, some of the agents woke up and had their brands removed. That's why we can't catch them anymore.
That's all I wanted to know about the agents.
Anything else, soldier? Make it quick.
S.T.A.L.K.'s putting together a new crew. He's planning to take on both you and S.K.E.R for the sake of his zone.
Alexander the fucking Great. This'll be the end of him then. I always knew he was trouble. Even back when he showed up at S.T.A.L.K.E.R with that sea consciousness pod piece of glass and the X7 papers. And I was right. 6 months later, an explosion at X11. S.T.A.L.K.E.R was barely mentioned in the report. New hires have had to deal with extra background checks ever since.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R told me he's located the Stalker Program Control Center somewhere underground in Pripyat.
That facility manages all of Project X's infrastructure and controls the induced illusions. We have to get there before S.T.A.L.K.E.R does. Time's of the essence, Skiff.
What's our next move, Colonel?
For now, our main focus should be controlling the anomalous energy. Based on our intel, it looks like the control center might give us clues. But first, we need to get to Pripyat. The only way there goes through Yaniv. Head out right away and contact Yekcherov if you can. Our forward units are already in Pripyat, but maintaining communication has proven to be challenging. Locate them, and they'll help you find the control center. And Skiff, in case the Core starts acting up, I've heard of a stalker named Spirit, who's known to help people cross the boundary. Keep that in mind.
Now, can't you see I'm busy?
What's going on here?
Same old. The monolith keeps moving forward round the clock. They have taken the bridge, but won't stop there.
And we both know how they took the bridge, right? Don't even think the loner's gonna distract me from our conversation.
I need to get to Pripyat.
Sure, no problem. Come on in, make yourself at home.
So the entrance is closed?
Sealed tight. We have never allowed anyone in before, and since the signal, it's out of the question.
And there's nothing we can do about it?
Well, you can wait till we are done wiping out Monolith. Then we will see.
I've heard that a guy called Spirit might be able to lend me a hand.
Oh, fuck.
Holy fucking shit, well, would you look at that? Care to offer our guest a discount, Rek? Or should we ask Telegraph to give him a proper tour?
I haven't seen Spirit since the signal. Yeah, we did business together. But you didn't make a fuss about my connections when I brought you 2 boxes of ammo, did ya?
The Corps can't work with other Stalkers?
Working together is acceptable. Breaking our oath is not.
When did the promise to Diggy become my oath? All I did was give Spirit the coordinates I got from the Lesser Zone. I didn't have a clue what that blue falcon from the sphere was up to. And that was before the signal. What does it matter now?
Tell me about Spirit.
He knows his way around. Hooked me up with folks at Garbage and with the IPSF. But I haven't seen him since the Monolith returned.
Probably because he figured his business guiding stalkers across the boundary went kaput.
His business, not mine. I didn't know what he was up to.
You have no idea how little I care about this at the moment.
If you want to get to Pripyat, find me that Spirit guy. As you can see, my crow's a little thin, so if you are set on crossing the boundary, you'll need to do a bit of legwork.
You can find a guy who worked with Spirit at the water tower. He might be able to tell you something, if he's not too drunk to talk.
See? It's not that hard to cut to the fucking chase. You've got your lead, Stalker. Dismissed.
Over here! You monolithian son of a bitch!
It's me, Skiff.
Your ugly mug ain't any better. Alright. Come on up here.
So, what did Korshunov lure you in with? Huh? Money? Power? What's the going rate for freedom and self-respect these days, huh? Right up to the last minute, I clung to the hope that you were just fucking with them. But you... I'm a lousy guide. Quite a shitty guardian angel, too.
It's not all bad. You saved my life back then.
And where did that get me, huh? I put the only thing I love, the zone, at risk.
Too bad it doesn't love you back.
Fuck you! Or do you think I'm too sloshed to kick your ass?
You won't. And you know it. You also know that the zone, despite all its beauty, is still a mistake.
Helping you was a mistake.
Or the only thing you ever did right. S.T.A.L.K.E.R pushed science forward, and the Ward brought peace and order. It wasn't bad for anyone other than the bandits and spark terrorists. Let me show you that this wasn't all in vain. That we can make the world a better place. Help me find Spirit. Help me set everything right.
Why do you need Spirit?
I'm looking for a way into Pripyat. And I know he's been helping stalkers get there.
And what is the Ward looking for in Pripyat? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. It's classified. Spirit is a bit of a dreamer. He wanted to find a place in the zone to call his own. First in Pripyat, and after the signal, in Limansk. I suppose you two are a little alike, as insulting as that might sound. For Spirit, of course, even though he used to be a monolithian. I trusted you, Skiff. I thought you could see what the zone was really like. But you still don't understand.
Quite the opposite. I understand everything. The zone was a mistake from the very beginning.
You know what? Remember that coin I gave you at the slag heap? The one from Pripyat? Let the zone decide your fate.
Tails.
All right, if you say so. Who am I to argue? When Spirit and I went our separate ways, he was heading down the tunnel to Limansk. He's probably still out there, looking for a way into the town. I hope you never make it to Pripyat. You're just not worthy.
Got your scanner thing tweaked. You can turn anomalous fields off now. Not all of them, so don't get too excited, or I'd be richer than McClure by now. Should do the trick for your offloading terminal tunnel. Pretty easy to use. Put the scanner next to a stable anomaly, smash the button, get going. Don't drag your feet. The anomalies are gonna stay off for freaking ever. Throw in a couple of bolts, too. Better safe than sorry.
So, you're in Yaniv.
I got the device Spirit used to guide stalkers across the boundary.
The device? What the fuck are you talking about?
Spirit modified a circus scanner into something that could disable certain anomalies.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. It's bad enough you folks are willing to scale the wall to get to Pripyat. Now you're waltzing through anomalies. Hand it over. I'm gonna destroy it before any more guides pop up. You wanted to cross the boundary, Stalker. Fine. The way is clear. I'll tell them to let you through. The zone's first rule is do no harm. To yourself, at least. Take care.
Nor briefed me about you. Impressive. I appreciate your help with these fanatics too. Don't beat around the bush, Skiff. Every minute I'm here means one less dead monolithian. What do you want?
I'm looking for the entrance to the Pripyat Underground.
Don't expect any assistance from the Corps. I'm aware of what you and your associates are after. We won't allow it.
Is that a threat?
Yes. Your involvement might have saved a couple of my men, so you're permitted to stay in my town and camp for now. However, if you keep digging around, I'll treat you just like any monolithian. I've said my piece.
How many?
5. Grebnev. Half an hour ago. We're stretched thin. Tell the Colonel, the men can.
That's the face of war, Dolan. At least the monolithians are oblivious to the horror of it all.
Are you certain about that, Colonel? They're here.
What did you find out, soldier?
That Diktirov is one stubborn son of a bitch. He won't let anyone into the underground and refuse to help.
They had dreams too. They had aspirations. And now, there's just nothing. Just like that.
Diktirov has always been a pain in the ass, but I'll deal with him later. For now, let's proceed with the backup plan. We'll find the entrance ourselves. Based on our intel, there's a couple of places where we might be able to find what Diktirov is trying so hard to keep from us. The first spot is the laundromat. We might find some old documents from Operation Fairway there. Another one is the Prometheus movie theater, which was used to store blueprints of underground facilities. Any questions?
That's all I wanted to know.
Then move out on the double. I can't spare any men yet. The monolithians can easily track large groups, and I've already lost more than half my squad. We'll stay here, ready to accompany you to the control center when you get back.
There has to be another way. Someone needs to put an end to this bloodshed.
Stalin will come to his senses. But he's not wrong. We're getting there. We're almost there, Skiff.
It comes back. What about the wounded?
You're taking too long, Skiff. I'm losing my men.
Here's what I found.
Let me take a look. So the entire underground section of the city is an old military facility called the Foundation. And by the looks of it, there are 2 entrances. Damn! We'll divide our forces. You'll go in alone and keep it quiet. Vodiankov's squad will rendezvous with you on the spot. The entry points are at the Olympia Cafe and the Policia Hotel. Pick your destination, soldier. It's your call.
I'm going through the Olympia.
You heard him, Major. We're moving out toward the other entrance. If there's anyone in the Foundation, we'll have them cornered. Nobody gets out of there alive until I say so.
Yes, sir.
The same goes for you, Skiff. Follow your orders. The enemy won't hold back.
Roger that, Colonel.
Watch out, soldier. We haven't seen the last of this city yet. But once we're through, the zone will be history. If you've got any scores to settle, now's the time. To the generators on foot. So what was the point? Will echo round the world. We need someone we can trust to get those fucking hoops spinning. And we both know the representative isn't an I saw them boiling in those pods with my own eyes. Goddamn Physiograph is just a fucking talking TV set!
What happened on the orbiter station, Skiff? What did you see there?
I talked to Strider. Whether it was subtle matter or induced illusion, it felt like a mind prison.
In every experiment, there's a probability of error.
You're not a scientist. Just a piece of shit.
Fuck you! Please, don't! Do not repeat my...
Good. Finally, someone in this pigsty knows how to follow orders. The control unit, now! Get the control unit! I'll make this carousel move.
Herman?
Hello, Skiff.
I'm sorry about that show at the Institute, Skiff. You had so much anger in you, but you still did the right thing. I don't know if you forgave Professor Herman with your cold mind or warm heart, but I followed your lead. I followed your example. Now everybody's alive and well. Isn't that wonderful? Besides, Herman is a great scientist. He's every bit as good as late Professor Darling. He's the one who gave us something to celebrate. It should have happened during the Alpha experiment at S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
if Faust hadn't made some alterations to our plan. But better late than never. Since Professor Herman replaced the control unit, the X network is in my hands. Neither the representative nor anyone else will be able to access it. After all these years, Project X will finally be completed.
So Dalin decided to betray us.
You sound just like the Colonel. I'd say we all make mistakes, Yevhen. And those mistakes always cost someone their life. Especially when you choose your own empty hopes and dreams over the common good. Dmytro Dalin stubbornly refused to believe that the representative was not his father, but only a program, and that sea consciousness was irrevocably dead, long gone. The same thing had happened to Valentin Dalin, by the way. He was doomed as soon as he decided that his own utopian ideas were more important than the goals of Project X.
So the anomalous energy of the zone is finally under control? Just like you wanted?
Not while the link to the generators is severed. Only Alpha allowed remote access. But that's just a minor obstacle. We'll re-establish the link between the Foundation and the generators, and claim the vacant board in X7. And that's how it will be.
Dr. Kaimanov doesn't think a single pod will be enough.
Kaimanov? That scientist who missed his chance to enter the 8th pod, thus granting us the opportunity to seize control of the anomalous energy? He's stuck in the past. You don't need 8 people to interface with the noosphere anymore. I alone am sufficient. Along with the mediator in the pod, who will serve as an intermediary between the zone and the noosphere. The mediator is a human, but a unique one. They must have Class 5 Psi protection. It's a necessary requirement that cannot be ignored.
Do you have someone like that in mind?
Certainly. Colonel Korshunov. I insisted he receive the required Psi protection. We had to handpick the ward soldiers exposed to Psi effects to manufacture it. I knew you wouldn't permit us to experiment on your man, Colonel. That's why you were kept in the dark until the 11th hour, when the fate of the future and the lives of a few soldiers hang in the balance. I believe the choice is self-evident. Besides, that Psi protection saved your life at the Dugan.
Your cigarette leaves no smell. None whatsoever.
And yet the flavor is exquisite, Yevhen. Have you forgotten it since our encounter at S.T.A.L.K.E.R? Regrettably, I can't offer you a smoke at the moment.
So what do you expect me to do next?
Professor Herman will fill you in on the details of our plan to restore the connection between the Foundation and the generators. I can only teleport you to the nearest bunker in the Dead Valley, Yevhen. The teleportation system isn't fully operational yet. It will take some time. So, remember to grab the experimental Project X suit. You've got the coordinates already. For now, we'll have to make do with older designs to make sure you're protected.
I take it you're gonna explain what I have to do.
You have to reach the mobile bunkers and re-establish the connection between the Foundation and the generators. Use this keycard to get inside. Keep in mind that the Navigator's launch caused anomalous disturbances and frequent localized emissions in the Dead Valley. Are any safe routes through the valley? They're likely gone now. This instability will persist until the link between the Foundation and the generators is restored. The only way to stabilize this process is from Lab X7.
What's in store for me in the Dead Valley?
It's hard to tell. It's the most anomalous area in the entire zone. No one has ever returned from there, so our data is based solely on remote measurements. The Dead Valley is constantly ravaged by spontaneous emissions. And now, with the generators operational, they're likely to intensify.
You can leave.
Poor Scar. I knew him, Skiff. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. And now, how abhorred in my imagination it is. My gorge rises at it. Oh. Where be your jibes now? Your gambles? Your verses? Prithee, Skiff, tell me one thing. Do you think the representative looked of this fashion in the earth?
I guess.
And smelled so, ah? What a miserable end, Skiff. The representative dies. The representative is buried. The representative turns to dust. The dust to soil, the soil to clay. And who's to say that clay won't end up a stopper for a rusty rain barrel? Just to think, once he determined the destinies of all these stalkers. So this is why, in our own dreams, sometimes we see their memories. Yes. But the representative is alive. Yeah. Only the enemy claims there is no life after death. If that is the case, then there is no shining zone. And if there is no shining zone, then all these lives were wasted in vain, Skip. No, we know it's not true. Oh. I've lost my head for this cause, along with all in it.
All this technology, pods, wires, antennas, and all that jazz. Just so you can question less and serve more. A tuft of hair from a mangy old bear. Thanks for the crutches, you old bastard. All right. Go to the consoles. Look for Octa. Set it to initial mode. Now, service exposed mode. Insert the cartridge. One last step for a spent man. One giant leap for mankind. Do it. To the victor go the spoils.
So it's up to you to decide his fate.
I'm glad to hear that.
To ruin our little party. You're back. Excellent. Help him up. The means justify the end. Thanks to you, we're going to live in a new world with a bright future. I keep my promises. You can stay with us. Or... You look tired. I'll show you out. Striking, isn't it? Someone has to keep an eye on all of this. And Colonel Martininka does have a nice ring to it. That's your bird. Do think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Condor 1, whatever this Stalker wants, this Stalker gets.
Where to, boss?
people do not wish for the pursuit of happiness. They need their happiness here and now.
That's it? Stairway to heaven.
Flip that switch. Very nice. My entrance ticket. Come on. Looking for Octa. Oh, there. Service exposed. Ah, I got it. Thank you. I'm going to go there. You're going to stay here. On my command, push that thing up. Don't let me down. Yeah. Ready? Go!
Richter, is this all real?
Reality is whatever you think is real.
Oh, God! He plays so well!
Finally, a superstar.
I still can hear, can see, and feel. Am I really here?
Well, who's talking then?
Many stalkers owe you their life. Thank you.
Come on, man! Spill it! Who the fuck are you?
The first ride on the Ferris wheel.
And me, Scar. Don't worry, this time you won't have to...
Just a guide. I was only showing the way, right?
All time. It's ours now.
Father.
Poor Scar. We're all to stand upon the sea. Through death, through darkness thus. I choose the nets that swallow me. This mortal coil failed us.
Show me what you found.
I am blind, but it is you who cannot see for what it truly is. One of the pods was left.
You're not worthy.
Get inside!
The greatest temptation is trying to control something we do not fully understand. But what do we do when faced with the truly inexplicable? Some tear it up to make souvenirs. Others keep it chained up inside a perimeter cage. Perhaps all the zone really needs is our compassion.
Dugas, Control Center, what's going on over there? We've got anomalous activity at all our facilities. Dugas, respond!
Perhaps the time has come to let her choose her own destiny.
We're receiving numerous reports of unidentified anomalous entities. Do not approach or make contact with the anomalous object.
There is nothing you can keep secret that will not come into the open. It's just a matter of time. I used to serve the monolith blindly, until she opened my eyes. To keep life's adventure going, one must embrace freedom. Such is the gift of the zone.
Fallen cargo returns to the machine. Seems that this is the only way to unveil the zone's real secret. The one you've been trying to figure out. Come. Thought the old man wasn't lying this time. You. Slide that thing back up. On my signal. Push it.
I will protect her. Always.